Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. We're just going to do a quick video as we going to be roving the hybrid Talkmaster today, this morning. And I changed the dome out on this 45. Yeah, so actually changing the dome, I actually put a 15-1 in. I actually put 13-1 in straight away. Run the same copper gasket, realised it's got a clearance issue. Took it out. Obviously, the base gasket I run 0.5, so the original Rovan runs 1 mil. So I noticed the piston was just hanging slightly out the cylinder a little bit. Yeah, and that's why, yeah, that didn't work. So what I end up doing is putting a 15-1 in, run 2 coppers, so it's got 1 mil copper head gasket, and it's got a squish at 0.5. Right, it's going to be very interesting. Okay, just to give you guys a bit of an update with the Olimac pipes and that. Really, the Olimac pipe, this particular one, it is made for a 45. It is a little bit small for this engine. Okay, we just run it and that's it. So it runs a 16.5 Stinger. It's actually the same as the 35, the 38 pipe. It's exactly the same. The only difference is they step down on the header from here to there. Okay, so the one they make for the alright, say for the 35, 38, I'm going to make a couple of inserts on that because I'm actually selling the other one, the 37.5 realistic. In the 37, 38 should be a sort of 15.5. It's the ideal to tune your time. You do your time at the pipe time as it works. All right. So anyone says 17 and all that, mate? No, no, it's not right. Anyway, guys. So I'm not here to teach you, put a gun to your head to do it this way or whatever. Say it's high octane. Okay, because I've got a guy. Look. He's a bait guy, all right. So bait engines operate a little bit different to engines on the field, mate. Completely different heat. A motor in the boat, it's got coolant all the time, water coolant to cool that engine down at all times. All right, and that cools the piece in there to cool around the exhaust side. So yeah, mate, I'm all good for you. What you do is what you do. What I do is what I do. Okay. So we're going to run this today. So this is 15-1 dome on it. So maybe between about 16-1, sort of 0.5. Just work it on that. Okay. So we're just going to run this pipe. See how it's definitely going to run a lot stronger than the last time I ran. You saw it run in the last video. It went quite well. It was going to go harder. All right, so the next time you'll see this running will be where I'm trying to get to you guys. I'll be making my own pipe. Okay, so it'll be between this volume here, then the Taylor GT51. Okay, so I have ran it on the Rovan 71. All I did is just change out the header. Yeah, my pipe still works better that I make, better than this. We know the big difference, and all my mates and everyone knows it does. So this pipe will be going back on. The insert I tried it on the 45 last time. I had run a 16.5. We're going back to, we're going to try 15.5 and a 16mm Stinger insert in this. Now, because I'm running the higher comp on that, it'd probably more suit this volume now. So you can look at the difference between one and the other. So the pipe I've got to make is in between these two volumes. Right? None of this trumpet stuff that goes there and smashes into your linkage or anything like that. Properly done. Same as 71. So I had a critic on Facebook. Oh, you got a DRP pipes here, yeah, but let's get that going to show how that goes. I'll be making the same style as a 0088, not as big as that. I saw one the other day. Met a good friend, mate. He's the first to have one of those 88s. Mate, do you see one of those in person, mate? Those pipes, they're freaking huge, mate. They're so loud. And he's got a ALX 80 twin, and he's got a 100 twin. All right, so I've got the job of tuning these in a bit later when he gets the rest of the parts in. We'll do some YouTube stuff on that, on the ALX 80 and the ALX 100. Okay, so it's all in the Baja. Mate, that's heavy stuff in the rear. So anyway, guys, so we're going to be running this pipe. Guess what we're running on this? We're actually going to use the Blackbone 2-speed setup. Interested on the Rovan 71, but we won't go there because for the torque factor, that probably worked quite well actually. But how it's going to stay alive is the question. So you see it closely. There's your components, what you need. I've got the one-way bearings. So I can run a 22 on the primary gears and go to 24. Take these tyres off, put the bigger diameter. That'll bring it to 26 ratio on the second gear on top. Okay, so I'm going to order a couple section here from Taylor. They do have the high speed gears, higher ratio, so you can have 28. So you got to buy this piece and you could buy the gear, whatever high speed gear and that. So you might be looking at putting a 28 on this. Keep the lower diameter tyre. Yeah, I usually like the bigger diameter tyres called roll out. In other words, to pull out of the hole. All right, you got more roll, in other words, to propel that car out of the hole. Because if you mega wheel spin, you're going to lose on the line. This is the whole idea, mate. So really, the ultimate way is something that's got a better roll out, squat in the rear. And if you can get that RPM spring right and hit on pipe at the same time, and just a full launch, it's like jumping 4 car lengths. That's what I used to do in my street cars when I used to race, 90-10s and that. Just get it to squat in the arse and launch out the hole. So, you know, what I used to like to spend 10 grand on the motor when I was competing to someone to spend 120, mate, you can have all that horsepower in the world, mate. You need to get that power to the ground. Big is not necessary better. Okay, I worked that out for many years. Racing on the street, talk about slips and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so you know, so I've been doing 2-strokes since I've been 14 years of age. My first bike I built was a CR Elsinore M1. Now, all about breeds, all back then, different pipes. So you got a long circuit track, a short circuit track. I had different pipes to suit each. There's a difference. You're not telling me anything different, guys. Yeah, I appreciate, you know, what you're saying that, but you need to listen to me videos. High octane, it's up to you what rating you want and how many points you want to go. Right, that's all right. Now, you just got to remember, fuel in Australia, 98, it's actually 96. So really, in the States, 96 is 98 here is the difference, right? So don't get me mixed. What I'm telling you and showing you in my videos is what I do. Don't necessarily you have to follow what I do. Look up the specs, what compression you're running, and it will usually tell you, if you work out the formula, what rating of octane you run. So never run high octane in low comp engines. Mate, you are just causing overheating issue, and that sticks out like dog's balls. That heat goes from there and will go to your crank and it'll go to your clutch, and you'll have clutch issues. You're not telling me any different. Alright guys, I'm giving you a guide what you can do, what cylinder heads you can have on these motors, and these are the perfect thing, even the bigger one, but I'm going to make my own dome for that because cooling is what I want. There's no plastic shroud stuff, mate. And I won't be running fans on that ignition setup, mate. It'll be CDI. Okay, you're going to see a difference. It's an more modern stuff. Get rid of the out-of-date stuff. Guys, just remember, I will be running a video a bit later, 2 runs on these, on the Talkmaster and the 45. Remember, this method all madness. May the force be with you, and I'll see you on the next one.